Man, Soundwave 45 blasting off. We down here again by the river. Just finished up our day. We're after 5:30, 5 o'clock somewhere. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome in. So we just waited for our ferry, man. We're gonna take a ferry ride downtown. It's a beautiful day out here. It's nice and calm. People at the park. Mostly cloudy, you know what I'm saying? But the wind died down, which is good, and hopefully y'all can hear me a little better than yesterday's live, man. So we just finished the day, man. Thursday, man. People can't wait for the weekend, man. Can't blame them, man. Put it in other hours, dealing with what they got to deal with. So we just waiting for everybody to come in. Anyone to come in and chat. Tell me, how was your day today? Where you at? What time it is? What you guys up to? I'm starving, man. I just stopped at that fruit stand. I picked up an apple, an orange, banana, and still, man, it's not eating enough, man. I gotta watch all my sugars. Doctors are like, hey, man, your levels are up. Job wants notes. Dealing with that kind of stuff. I'm about 200 pounds, like, I vary 205, 200, 205, and that's without any working out or anything. I once was up to 250, and I scaled back. I was bike riding a lot, hitting up Trader Joe's, and stuff like that. I went down. Well, man, I was looking like a fish, man, like 165. That's the lowest since like high school. And I was moving fast. But habits die. Habits live, actually, and I went back up. So now I just try to maintain, man. I did some walking earlier. I walked over here to the nice pier. So now it's time to unwind a little bit, take a ferry ride downtown. I figure I'll come on live, man. It's beautiful out here. We're in the East River, man. Yeah, you want to go fishing in that water, man? Blessings, man, to you. Whatever you catch, I advise, throw it back. So we just waiting on the ferry now. Should be coming from up this way. It's gonna dock here, and then we're gonna head south. So how's everybody doing? It's crowding up. You know what? Should I be actually coming up now? Oh no. They go with two of them. So these are New York City ferries. These are not, private yachts, man. If you going riding in a yacht, man, blessings, man. You know what I'm saying? Here in the city is the alternative. I could take the bus or the train and deal with the rush. I've been dealing with the rush all day, so I just decided to kick back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We could do a live, we could chat, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy the view, the sounds, and we could get to sit outside for a little while. You know, the clouds should be letting up. Hopefully catch a nice sunrise, you know what I'm saying? And we just enjoy our time, man. That's what it is. So let's see what's happening on the line here. Yeah, they definitely got to figure this out, man, because I don't want to. I could wind up somewhere, then have to come all the way back. You know, I want to make it a one-stop shop. Hopefully I don't have any motion sickness, man. The stock is rocking. You know if this line is for downtown? You know?
Downtown being like
Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astoria line?
Yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Okay. All right, we should be good, man. Got a long day at work, man. This is like a unwinding time, man, before I go home. You know? It's a beautiful thing, man. The mayor's at his mansion over there. Behind those trees. Party watching 5 o'clock news. Hey, I'm Donnie, man. You're welcome to join in the live, man. Welcome, man. I'm hoping I get to sit outside, man. Look. It's not too windy out there today, you know. But all these people packed in at the last minute, man. I know. I came in and there was like maybe 4 or 5 people on the line. 450. They definitely gonna make sure I got my ticket.
What's the receipt? I need a ticket.
Or somewhere in there.
Good to go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Rough, man. They ain't giving us no break. But when they get on the stinking bus, they're gonna want a break. Ain't that something? So I guess let me see if we can go upstairs, man. You guys have the upstairs open?
Back door.
Back one? All right, thanks. Yeah, so we're gonna vibe outside, man. Thank you. by the vent. Oh. Seats all fucking dirty. Alright, well, we out here, man. We're gonna sit in the middle because nobody likes to sit in the middle. I can. And I have somebody right on my back. We got all the seats available. They go all fucking watch me. Eat a fucking cock. For the captain to take off, man. Let's go. Let me see if I can give y'all guys a better view. Noisy, yeah. We out, man. Going south, Queensbridge. Probably gonna make a couple of stops first, and then I think maybe it's like 4 or 5 stops down. But it should be they're quick stops. Probably pick up along the way. That right there. take that seat right there. Hopefully the phone don't go over. I'm holding it as tight as I can. This area right here was pretty rough, man. They cleaned it up pretty good. You see like some old warehouses there, you know. But this area right there, oh man, there was trucks, all abandoned trucks, man. You know, tires. Oh, and they cleaned it up, man. I mean, it's still pretty rough, right? You know, one thing, see that water? You know, a lot of people say, oh, you know, the water's dirty, this and that, whatever. No. The color of the floor, right? The sand. So you see, you go to places and they have the beaches, white sand and all of that. Down here, I mean, up this way, up north, is more like gray, dark beige gray. So that just makes the water look like that. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been a long time. You know, going back like Industrial Revolution, where it was. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's stuff down there in the bed, right? But I mean, as the years go by and the metals think they're gonna break down, I mean, you know, the water don't look rusty, right? I mean, but this is New York, man. New York is a lot of things going on. But I'm pretty sure if they were to put white sand down there, oh my goodness, man, it'd be amazing. If they would, how much money that's gonna cost to the taxpayer, you know, to be seen. I had a little fly I was trying to swat earlier. I wound up scratching my nose. We out. That's it. We picked up, we dropped off, and moving on. There's no seats at the front, you know, by the captain. There's like just a hard bench, man. I don't want to sit on that. So I'm gonna try to give you the best available view. Chat, guys, welcome in, man. We're ferry riding down the East River, New York City. Let's go. Gotta get Costco, man. Josh, welcome in, man. We in New York City, man. We're in New York City. We're in the East River. We're going downtown to Wall Street. Thank you, brother. Just enjoying the vibes, man. The sights, the sounds, man. This side over here is Queens. So you got the Con Ed generating plant. It's super old, man. Right now we about mid in the 70s. That bridge there will take us to it'd be Midtown, 59th Street Bridge, Queens Bridge. Big fire, man, over here. Put my thumb down. See that? Look at that, man. That was huge, man. They had all our detoured, all the buses and everything, man. Right up on the top, man. Look at that. There's nice people over there. Kids. Yeah, it was bad, man. I still don't know if everybody's okay there, but you know, we pray. Some nice people in the park over there, all the way in there. The family, the kids, man, it's nice out, man. You know, it's cloudy, but you know, the winds died down a little. You see the water, it's not really moving like how it was yesterday. Salt water. It's all salt, man, you know. I mean, we're not even at the southern tip. I mean, and it's still, you know, fresh water, you gotta go up a little bit more north. Queensbridge, y'all. Look at all that steel, man. That's a massive amount of steel right there. But imagine, man, these guys, you know, guys are climbing steel and stuff. I know someone that does that, man. You know, all credits due, man. It's a dangerous job, man. But look at this, man. This is amazing, right? I think this is the first time I ever get up. Well, I've been to where we're going now, Roosevelt Island. But seeing it for the water, and I lived here in New York all my life. You know, that's Queensbridge. Or we go further down, we go to by Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge. I'll be over there all the time. So right now, this is a stop. This is Roosevelt Island. But we're picking up, dropping off here, and then we can see our trip downtown. No, Josh. It's not the Brooklyn Bridge. This is the Queensboro Bridge. Queensboro Bridge goes from 59th Street in New York, in Manhattan. It goes into Queens. This side, Queens. This side here. It's like Long Island City, Queens. this side into 2nd Avenue and 59th Street. Well, 60th Street, and then, you know, the traffic turns. Brooklyn Bridge is further south. Further south. We pick up, but we continue the trip south. It's all good, man. Welcome, man. Welcome from down under, man. Welcome, man. Welcome to New York, man. You know, it's a little glimpse, man. I mean, there's a lot going on, you know, in the city, man. You know, that was the focus of my life. I said, you know what? I normally be on the west side of town, you know. So I just finished up work. I said, you know what? It wasn't gonna rain. You know, the winds died down. Let me start on my ferry stuff, you know, and here we are. You know, it's something that I like always enjoy. I normally do it on the west side of town, but I'm in the east side of town now. So we're gonna do this one ferry. We're gonna take it down. I believe the last stop is Wall Street area over there. We can get out. I'll get out. We'll walk around South Street, Seaport. You know, the old port. Go around there and just see, you know, wherever the rest of the day takes us, man. You know, we're on here. Probably get it on another ferry, and then by that time, it's 6 now. It's 7 by 8 o'clock. I mean, probably be done. You know. Hey Denise, welcome in. Welcome. How you doing? 6-7, huh? All right. All right, Denise. Thank you. That's it. We're moving on, man. Moving on down the line. I believe that's the newly built Cornell building in Roosevelt Island, and that goes super deep, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a Burst Cola. It used to be like a hospital back in the days, and then administrations came over, took it over, and then started new. You know, shift everybody uptown, and they decided to build a piece of Cornell University. You know, so yeah, we're about Midtown. There's another ferry going back up. This here, I believe, this one here is, let's see, hold on a second, the waves getting us now, is the Chrysler building. Yeah, Josh, it does, man. So here you can see, I don't know if you can see by my finger here, if it clears up, there's an actual drive, and it floods over, man. It does. I mean, we're like, you know, it's right at sea level, man. Look at this, man. I remember these buildings, man. This is the Queens side. It was all freaking lots, man. City Corp and everybody came in and got the land and then started building, man. The old side of that Pepsi Cola sign is amazing. Yeah, so that building there, the Chrysler building, right here, that's about 42nd Street. So I mean, you see how quick that was, man. It's only a couple of minutes, man. You know, there's no traffic. That's the best part, right? But back in the days, man, this was the means of traveling here. You know, everybody now is on a bus, on the subway here in New York, or they have their own chopper. It's further down. It's like a 34th Street helipad. You know. Beautiful out here, man. Excuse me, they don't have a lighthouse, and I'm pretty surprised. I would think like right here, right, because it's Roosevelt Island, that they would have had one. I gotta look that up, you know, because this here comes to like how you say, tip, right, and then it starts forming the island. I'm really surprised they didn't have one. If they did have one, maybe they knocked it down or something. I'm not too sure, but that's something to you know, to work on, a little history. You know, if there was one, I would like to be the keeper. If I have a lighthouse, a tugboat, I'm good. Yeah, Josh, head for the chopper. Long Island City. We might stop at Williamsburg, man. I'm not. I gotta check on that. You know, that's like by the old Domino Sugar Factory. Is it that far in? But I'm not too sure. We gotta check. I'll check the map out. Chrysler Building. See, you see the traffic? FDR Drive, right? Look how low that is. So what do we have? Oh, here, the UN, right? That's the UN, right? To the city. Or like, you know, original piece of New York right there, man. You kidding me? I believe it was a hotel at one point. Now it's just, you know, they converted to condos or whatever the case is. So I believe we're about 34th Street. This, yeah, 34th Street. So we're looking at the Empire State Building, I believe. 34th Street, that's up on 5th Avenue. So right now we're the FDR First Avenue. So that's ways back. You know, but this is the FDR Drive, man. The FDR Drive got pummeled, man. Katrina, all kinds of hurricanes, man. That water just rose up, man. Shut everything down. But look at all this traffic, man. What time is it? 6? Is after 6 now? 6:15 Eastern Standard Time, man. And this traffic. You know. Welcome into the live, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Fourth Street, we should be picking up a bunch of people now. This is NYU Lang Hospital. Behind there, you got Bellevue Hospital. Another water taxi. I'll definitely be going on that soon. That would go to other parts of Brooklyn. You know, this New York ferry, man, goes to all to the 5 boroughs, man. You know, I just decided to stay here, take this down, and then again, that's the plan, right? Go down Wall Street, South Street Seaport, walk around a little bit, and then go down a little further to not Wall Street, South Ferry. Then we can catch the Staten Island Ferry. Water taxi heading out, man. Gotta check why the camera is zooming in and out. Yeah, I apologize for that. Hey Josh, so I don't understand the question. Am I going to do that on this live stream? What exactly are you talking about? We're gonna continue the trip down, right? If you continue south. So all we doing is sticking by the water, right? And then we take another trip on another ferry. So it's ferry time. People vibing in the park. Walking, listening to music, smoking, you know. Hey man, what people do, man. You know, it's Thursday, man. It's Thursday. One more day to the end of the week, man. You know, for some. If this is the end of the week for you, man, much blessings, man. You know. Again, it's a little after 6:30 in the Eastern Standard Time, New York City. We're rolling down the river. Statue of Liberty, yes, but the Staten Island Ferry, right? The Staten Island Ferry doesn't get up and close. Like they have that's a whole nother ferry system, right? And at this time, I don't believe that is in operation. You know, so let's see, man. Maybe that could get a little close. I try to get it, as close as I can, or zoom in a little bit. You know. Check it out, man. All the people there. Look at that line. Did you see that line? Bang. I think that was for the C Street. So that's the chopper, man, right there. Josh, that's for you. See that? It's ready to go. Head for the chopper! Hey, Izzy. All right, Josh, man. What's up, Izzy? How you doing? We out here in the, in the East River, man. We rolling down the river. How's your day going today? How's everyone's day going? Good. Thank God, man. Thank God. Try to catch a little of the live this morning, and then when I got to the end, but I think New York City, yes, much blessings, man. It's great to be here. Thank you so much, Izzy. Thank you so much. I'm going to be rolling down this river for a little bit, probably catch another ferry. So we're going to be out here to the maybe to the sundown. Thank you so much for coming in the chat, guys. All right, cool, Izzy. All right. I'll definitely check for you. Got my notification on, all right? Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I don't know any Robo songs. Roll. No. Gently down the street. No, we're not going there. up and coming. Williamsburg Bridge, man. Brooklyn, man. You know, Williamsburg Bridge hold up pretty strong, man. You know, they got the J and the M lines on it. You know, they at one point I heard, I don't know how much is true, that they actually had to take chunks of the steel out because it was getting too heavy or something like that. So this avenue down there, see, that's Williamsburg, right? Kent Avenue. All of this here was, you know, was like it was like a heavy steel crane storage areas. You know, they would take a barge from here, the East River. See, like there's a crane boat right there. Actually, that's New York City, right? So they would store all the cranes. See, they got some cranes there to offload all the sugar. All the sugar right there. Process all the confectionery sugars, the cakes, cookies, everything, man. Right there. Now it's converted to condos that we can't even afford. So thank you, Domino Sugar, for giving all those people from Brooklyn diabetes, man. That's where we get it from, right there. So anyway, this is the Williamsburg Bridge into Brooklyn. So Brooklyn side here. Look at this bridge, man. This is massive. Look at that. Man. Right? Moving pretty good, man. You know, I didn't bring my other phone and stuff. I could see calculate the speed and stuff like that. I'll do that the next time, man. You know the wind gauge. You know, I give you the knots. I don't know, knots. I don't know, man. I don't know my nautical terms. You know, it's a nice looking building there. I like that design, man. Pretty cool. Imagine every day waking up to that. See that? Exactly what I'm talking about here. This area here. Right? It's still, you know, some heavy manufacturing going on. You know what I'm saying? Still got something. You're gonna need it, man. You know, eventually, all this here, man, it'll be converted. You know, because you know you're constantly building. You know, at to what point? You know what I'm saying? When it's enough. Now everything else is gonna be like, you know, I guess just to maintain, you know, the ongoing maintenance, I guess, of your buildings and stuff. You know. So we're in another dock. I don't quite know the name of this one. But we're dropping off here. Look, Williamsburg dropped off already there. I do not know the name of this one. But it's all good. Definitely smell that salt water, man. It's definitely. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in, your man Soundwave 45, man. We blasting off over here, right? Going ferry ride down the East River, man. All the New York City ferries all lined up, man. You know, this is the dock, I guess, to a maintenance dock. You know, so we just vibing, man. You know, the plan was, you know, to eventually go down the ferry, do a little ferry run here and there. But today I was like, you know what, I'm off for work. I'm gonna hop on this, do it now. You know what I'm saying? Why wait? You know, as long as I don't run out of things, you know, as long as we don't run out of things, you know, the sights, the sounds of the city, man, there's so much, you know what I'm saying? Well, you can't do it all one day, man, you know, but at the same time, you don't want to burn yourself out. So we just moving, you know, with the waves of the ocean, man. Docking in, check this out. Brooklyn Navy Yard, y'all. Brooklyn Navy Yard. Brooklyn Navy Yard. Oh yeah. Brooklyn Navy Yard for sure, man. Yeah. I saw something. I just saw something that you want to see what I saw? Maybe you caught it. Maybe you caught it. I'm gonna show you. Now I know, cause this side I never came in through the port here. But I'm gonna show you something. You want to know how I know it's Brooklyn? My hometown. Check it out. Right there. See that? Right. You see where the antenna is? Right here. And then there's the antenna. And then right next to the antenna. I don't know why my phone is zooming in. Right there. Right? If there's anyone that knows Brooklyn, do you know what that is in the chat? If you don't know, it's okay as well. I can tell you that area, Flatbush and Atlantic Avenue. Flatbush and Atlantic Avenue, Brooklyn. I'll show you again. See this right here, my finger? All right, we moving now. See that right there? Right where my finger is. See that little tower? Yeah. So that's how I know I was home. That's Brooklyn for you, man. That right there, in that area, you got the Barclays Center, downtown Brooklyn. Yes, yes, it is. It is, Izzy, exactly. That's how I knew I was home. You know, it's like, you know, you live in a town, you know, what they call that? The water tower? Yes, yes, Target, all of that, right? You know, you go home, You say, whoa, you know, you start seeing the town. The town has a water tower. That's how I always knew I was home. My name on the channel is Soundwave 45. Soundwave 45. You know, like Soundwave from Transformers. Some people used to laugh at me because they 44. Yes. That is the handle, right? Because yes, the handle. Yes. The channel name is 45, but the handle is Soundwave 44. So that's the first time I've been to the Navy Yard through the water. All my time living in Brooklyn, living in New York. Right? They still have the old cranes up, because remember, it was a shipyard. They had the Navy and everything in here back in the days. Now, what they call it, Steiner Studios. They have a whole bunch of stuff. They have guys doing metal work and all kind of crafts and stuff like that in here now. I mean, it's pretty cool, man, how they converted. The same way like in Sunset Park Industrial City, right? You go there now, man, it's like a high-end stuff in there. You know, man, it's all good, man. You know, but it's like, just don't forget about the people that used to live there, man. There was a lot of good people that went through a lot of hard stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they'll get a nice piece of, you know, whoever's left. Because that era, you know, you're talking about the 80s, the 90s. A lot of people not here with us, man. You know, and some that are here, they're not that help, you know, their health. You know what I'm saying? We're thinking about everybody. You know, your health, A1, your family. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Oh, man. Give me one of those, man. Well, we back off. We back on the move, man. We back on the move. Hopefully my hat won't fly off, man. The wind is picking up. Yeah, guys, like and subscribe, man. You know, welcome in. Just out here, man, enjoying the view. I know it's like partly cloudy, you know, mostly cloudy, but it's all good, man. We outside, man. So that, I believe, is the Navy Yard generating plant right there. And here, this bridge, Manhattan Bridge. Alright? Manhattan Bridge, Manhattan on this side goes over to Grand Street, Chinatown. Right? And here to Atlantic Avenue, Brooklyn, downtown. Alright? So all this all these little buildings here, heavy industrial manufacturing back in the days. You know, there's a place where I actually be hanging out a lot down here. Take me out the subway. You can hear the beat, it's noisy, but right here, that building, look at that. It's another giant landmark here, downtown Brooklyn, J Street. Here's got the Brooklyn Bridge, y'all. There you go, Josh. That's you right there, Brooklyn Bridge. Huh? Look at that. Look at that bridge, man. That's right there. Bridge, man. Look at that. That's beautiful, ain't it? Totally refurbed, man. It's a little lighter, but at night, man, you got the lights, the arches there. It's beautiful, man. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you so much, man. So here we have the New York City Municipal Building, David Dinkins Building. Below that is the subway, right? That station, Chambers Street Station, total refurb coming up soon. Let me just pan around again. Right down here, Brooklyn Bridge, Front Street. All right. So in the building underneath here, I mean, we passed it, right? So Rollin was making the cables, right, for the bridge. He had all of that area, right? So I like the manufacturing way, right? Oh, hold on a second. So South Street Seaport here, I believe. Right? I don't know if we go in there. So there you have some more older ships. This building here, they actually host the ESPN in the morning. The show in there, which is pretty cool. And down here is the old Fulton Fish Market, right? The street in there. So this pier here is cool to hang out, man. You're gonna come after work or whatever, by the water. There's a lot of nice, good food there and stuff. And then they have the museum. There's another museum within there. We had to actually show how the area was back in the days, the New York Harbor and everything. And actually within the show, and I would still go there, to actually show a scene of a storm, right? And it's like a little movie theater, and they'll show the scene of the storm, and then actually it will start misting on you, which caught a lot of people by surprise, man. You'll bring a kid there one time, and he'll remember for the rest of his life, and it's pretty cool. That's down at the museum down there, But yeah, so all the people lining up for that circle line, that's more like a tourist kind of thing, and they actually get a little closer to certain scenery, So there's one World Tower right there. It's in between there. It's in the distance. So I think this is us, man. Actually, I believe this is us. There you got a little PD with the little armor coat. Yeah, so look at the FDR Drive, man. Look how packed, man. Everybody's on that bus, in their cars, on their way home, north. We in Wall Street, man. Wall Street area, So I think this is our last stop here. Right in the distance, it's further south Brooklyn. That in the distance, I actually, originally, that's where I'm from. That side of the water. But we're gonna hop off here. I believe this is the last stop, and then we're gonna continue down to South Ferry, which is down there. right? They have the original port. I believe it's the original South Ferry port, and where all of these buildings here, these buildings never existed, right? So when the ferries will actually come in, you have nothing but the hill to walk up. But that was that's long ages ago. Anyway, so excuse me. So I wanna go check out that building, because they actually made it to they made it into a restaurant. You know, Cipriano's or something like that. It's like I don't know, fancy stuff in there. And actually it used to be within the route that I used to operate. You know. But then from there we hop on the ferry, man. Well, anyway, that building, the ferry terminal itself, man, got some nice steel ornamentation, you know, within it. Check it out. That's the Brooklyn Bridge. We just passed on there, right? This is Melting Pot. That's the name. That's the captain. Shout out to the captain, keeping it real. All right. We're moving on. Blessings, man. Oh, that was pretty cool. Thank God I didn't drop my phone, man. Oof. Would I have to get another one, man? Spend some more money. Money's tight. But that side of the Navy Yard, man, that was kind of, it's like the other side of the water that I explained to you where I'm from. We actually have, which I'm gonna do a live also, you know, they had the cranes around, and they're not in, obviously they're all locked up, but they're still there, man, you know. I don't know if they're gonna make it as a landmark or whatever, but I mean, if you're into boating and stuff like that, I mean, these are things, you know, these are things that are around, man, you know. I always enjoy it, man. I'm from there, you know. I just wish like I could be fixing this stuff up, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. So this how far at one point they was all coming, right? So look at this, right? So where we're standing here is all, you know, so man, I mean, they used to come right through here, bam, and then you tie them up, right? So stuff like this, like I explained in my other live, man, if I could take one of these home, damn, they weigh a ton, man, but they're still out here all around, right? So we're in South Street, right? There's Wall Street down here, but you see down here, South Street, if we go further up, like I said, to the other pier down there, that was all Fulton Fish Market. So all the commerce was all coming through here, docking, and then they had the markets. Those markets are long gone now. You know, it went through a whole big thing where who was controlling it or whatever, and then, you know, health things and stuff like that. So now all of these markets, like this guy's right, the fish, this guy's out of control. The fish, the beef, where we was yesterday on the west side, the meat market and stuff like that, they all moved up north up north to the Bronx, and they're all under refrigeration and stuff like that. But this right here, this area, right? All fish, man. Down there on that end, that area, that's where I'm originally from. We're gonna do another live over there. All right. And that's a whole. So there's another bridge all the way down there. I can't really zoom in that far, but that's the Verrazano Bridge to Staten Island. And down this way is that ferry. So that's a separate ferry system, and it'll go to another borough. And it's worth going, man. You know, you can still, hopefully they have the bay open outside, and you can sit down, man, just enjoy it. You know, and this is what it is, man. How's everybody doing out there? The Wolf of Wall Street? Yeah, right. Exactly. That'll be a whole nother live, man. You know. But yeah, this is one of the original police precincts right here. You know. But it's just, yeah, it's just pieces of New York, you know, all around it. It's like, you know, you want to do it, you want to get into it, you know, like right now we're just doing ferries. So it would have to be like one live doing, I don't know, man, old police precincts of New York, or fucking City Hall. You want to talk about another DiCaprio movie where he was in, Gangs of New York, that kind of stuff. You know, it gets crazy, right? But these are true stories, man. You know, and it's happened here. I mean, there's a lot of stories that might have happened where you are too. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm originally from Brooklyn. You know, if there's something that I'm missing or I'm stating a wrong fact, feel free, man, chime in. You know, I take all the criticism, man, all this, whatever, bring it. It's all good. Let me show you. See down there? You can see down that. Hopefully, I don't know why it's zooming in like that. That orange right there, that's where we're going. That's the ferry. All right. And the ferry terminal is fairly new. I mean, it's, you know, they're always fixing. Oh man, there must have been a big accident over here. That's why. Look at this. Look at this. That's what that bang was. Right? They got an accident there. And that's an Uber. Right? I'm gonna show you. They're gonna start arguing. Does anybody know? Anybody infamous that was bought here recently? Look at this building. Josh Twin Towers Memorial. Not today. Not today. We just doing the ferry. right? We're just doing a ferry, right? So let me turn back. Look, these guys are arguing. They don't want to. He doesn't. So now, see that bus right there? That bus got to do a whole freaking detour because of the accident. We're gonna talk about it. Where do you want to stay? You want to stay with the car accident fight, or return here to this infamous scene? So who was that guy that killed that healthcare CEO? Mangione, that's his name. I want to say it right. This is where he was brought from a chopper right here, right? And they made him do a perp walk. Eric Adams picked him up, the former mayor of New York, right? And the police commissioner, everybody perp walked him right through here, off the chopper, right here, right into an awaiting vehicles. Cause down here, you know, we got One Police Plaza. So anyway, this guy's arguing. I think that guy might have left the scene. This guy here, he's mad. He is mad. Anyway, we're moving on, man. We're moving on. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. Welcome into live, man. We here, Lower Manhattan. Gonna take another ferry ride. So yeah, so this is where he made him do his perp walk from here. They greeted him, welcome, welcome. Came in the waiting vehicles here into, there must have been an accident over here. Look, another one. All right, Josh, you out, man? Thanks for tuning in, man. Hopefully you like and subscribe, man. All right. So, everybody's zooming by. Here the bus. So this is the old ferry terminal here. As you can see them old pilings there, right? And the metal work on this, oh man, phenomenal. So you see, you got a rooftop restaurant bar up there. You know, in the summertime, it was the springtime now, but when this weather's beautiful, man, that sundown, man, it's amazing, man. I want to get in there. You know, I just gotta find out Cipriano's prices though, man. You know, you get a tomahawk steak, cause I don't know how much it's gonna run you, man. You know, but that's a place to go, man. If down here. They have others, but you know, I like it because again, I'm by the water. You know. Cheers, Josh. Cheers, man. Or should I say, cheers, mate. is me. Yeah, so you see them X's there? Like, I don't know, they're like, I don't know if you can see it, man, but they're like the big giant rivets and stuff like that. This is as close I'm gonna get, man. Let's see if there's more up in the front. But that ornamental work is amazing, man. You know? Yeah. We'll do I would definitely do by the Trade Center live, because they actually have in this area. See, so look at the age, right? And look exactly what I was talking about. All throughout, man. All throughout, man. Could you imagine them hot? Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much, man. Them rivets, man, and they was probably doing it by hand. You know, if I could get a book on it, I always like doing that stuff. You know, maybe they just came out the factory like that, and they just pieced them into sections, but that is just crazy. So, you know, if they did it by hand, I guess of those years, you know. So look, right? So they was all coming out of here, right? Now all of this is all man-made, this pit and everything, and this was all dirt leading up the hill. You know, the people would get let out, and that was that, man. But look at this, man. I mean, for its time, this is a massive structure. So here we have the Governor's Island ferry. You know, that's another one that we had to dedicate like a Saturday, a whole Saturday, a whole Sunday. You know, and stuff. So there, actually, they would have music festivals there. You know, house, electronics, EDM. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like it. You know what I'm saying? I'd go. Actually, I think the DJ Avicii, when he was alive, I had tickets. For it. And then I don't know, for some reason it got canceled. You know what I'm saying? So that everybody have to go take a ferry there, you know. Hold on, guys. I wanna ask some of these guys here, because I'm not sure, man. Right? So hold on a second. I'm just gonna put you on mute. All right. Cipriani's, man. Oof. It's up there, kid. I don't think I'll be coming here because it's guests only, man. Some super, you know. We talking about some Wall Street corporate ass motherfuckers, like, pardon me cursing, but that's what's here. And then they get to ride the ferry for free. We move them. We bust them in here, we move them. But anyway, there's another look at the building, man. It's a beautiful building, man. Like I said, up there, you have the views of the water and everything. Super cool. Oh. So now, we're about this most southern point of Manhattan, South Ferry. Probably see one of my co-workers out here, be laying around, still working. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, some customers. South Ferry Station. Let's go in, man. So, in one of my shorts, I did I think I did a little ferry. I did the Predator when he's coming off of the Staten Island ferry with a big ass Wu-Tang chain. So this is, because I work around here. So I said, let me come up with something. It's the hip hop, the ferry. I try to put it all together. This is just everyday stuff that I see and that I know, whatever. Staten Island Ferry, man. We here, man. It's just now a waiting time. Look at all the people. I guess this is the next one to leave out. Everybody's waiting. Yeah, so this ferry, there's no cost, right? But you still get a lot of tourists, it's still after 7 now, A lot of people, coming off of work still, 7:10 Eastern, going for the ride, going home. I wish I knew the schedule. There should be one coming soon because the line is. Hopefully, I can sit outside. I don't like sitting inside. It's not. It really is not. Like I said, I've been here all my life. I'm so used to hopping off. You could drive your car if you want. You're just gonna deal with all of that traffic. These guys, the taxis cutting you off, all that. You know what I'm saying? You just once we got off that ferry, right?
Every other day.
If I would have took the subway, packed in, right, for the cost, and then look, we still continuing the trip down to Staten Island, right? The ferries and Nothing.
Get in the view.
You know, one trip on the train or bus, $3.
Thank you, thank you. It was okay. It was a nice time. A lot of joy.
You know, once these gate open, everybody's gonna running like a fucking shit.
That's never not gonna happen.
You know,
And then that was basically it. We were just really in a bad headspace.
we're not in a rush, man. I don't want to hear nobody's fucking problems. Had enough of this shit today. Yeah, so it's not expensive to get around. I mean, considering if it's $3 a trip is a lot, you know, that one way. You know, on average, you have the subway, which is the cheapest way to go. You know, you have the railroad where, like I did the live yesterday, you're going from New York to Long Island or New York City to, you know, points north, right? And then you have your Amtrak, which goes generally state to state. Amtrak is going to cost you a little bit, you know? Yeah. Yeah. So on average, I mean, for the month, you figure if you get a monthly, I would say like 200, something like that. Is it 5 days a week? Free transfers, bus, subway. You know? And it's frequent. It's, you know, at least the subway. You know, the buses get congested. You know, everything's crammed now. You got bike lanes. You got the squish, right? But I mean, still, at the most 10 minutes, right? Subway's a little bit more, 3-4 minutes apart. You know, compared to, let's say, New Jersey, an hour wait for the bus. You know, that's at, you know, off-peak times, and it's not 24 hours, only certain areas. New York City is 24 hours. So, I mean, how can you beat that, you know? And people still complain. You know, you're not getting an all-night store in most places, right? You're not getting the transportation 24 hours. Not, you know what I'm saying, man? I'm grateful, right? I do transportation as my job. I rode the trains, rode the buses as a kid. Got to work for a major transit system. You know? Some people might say, oh, you know, you're still ungrateful, man. You know? The people that say that, they don't know. You know, I'm a little not doing too well health-wise. You know, so they just see that. They like how we was talking about the stuff yesterday, how people only see what they want to see, but they're not getting the how to say, the bigger picture of it, right? The human element. So that's what little thing I go through. But you know, it's all good, man. Like I said, my whole thing is my time off. I like being around the water. I'm here in New York. I could go schedule a trip somewhere to a lake, to, you know, whatever. I just started doing a live, so as time goes on, you know, as the channel grows, viewership grows, shops, yes, 24 hours. You want a cheeseburger at 3 o'clock in the morning? Get a cheeseburger at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, shops like clothing, department stores, nah, it used to be. You know what I'm saying? They used to be, but not anything like food related though is gonna be open. You know, because you do then like Home Depot. I used to love Home Depot was 24 hours, and they shut that down. And it hasn't been that long either. You know what I'm saying? But companies like you do supermarkets are open 24 hours, but like clothing department stores, no. You know? And that's all good because they're gonna open up early anyway. So so right now we just waiting, man. Welcome into the chat, man. If you just scrolling, welcome in, man. Soundwave 45, man. Just enjoying the sights and sounds right now. Right now we at the ferry, at the Staten Island ferry, waiting. We just took a ferry ride down from the governor's mansion. Not the governor's mansion, the mayor's mansion, Gracie mansion. And now we here down in the ferry. So we're gonna take this ferry to Staten Island, and then we're gonna ride it back here, and then we're gonna start making our way home. So I just wanted to come out, man, for a little while, you know, do a live, take the ride, take it back because we're opening up now. Hopefully the outside is open, man. I hope. It's still, man, it's not as chilly as I expected to be. You know? It's all good. But the ferry deckhands, PD, watch everybody. Let me see, man. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go in the upper level. I don't want to be down there. Let's go in the upper seat. They just checking in all in everybody's face, man. On this side over here. I don't know if they have the outside open. So here you got. Down in the damn, it's funky in there. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have the outside. Oh, I gotta ask. They probably don't. It doesn't look that way anyway. But we'll try. So, I don't want to get into anybody's view, right? You see way down there, right there, Statue of Liberty, way down there, right? So we're gonna move around. They don't have the. It's packed in here. I think the closest that we're gonna get is right here. I wish it was open like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's not. So you got another ferry docking in. Yeah, I haven't been on the ferry in a long ass time. So I mean, I would ask,
Yeah, yeah. But
but I
it's bad with
don't.
the MTA because, sorry, because there's no buses
Talk
right
your,
now.
you can talk your talk, man. It's all good.
The beer man doesn't open on this boat, does it?
This is closed.
It's closed? Thank
I
you.
wanted to ask, man. I haven't been in the ferry. Any like outside that's open like that?
Only that big.
Only that one?
Yeah, this one.
All right, thanks. Yeah, guys. So excuse me. Uh, I thought it was gonna be an outside, but you have one there that's open. Right, but it's all good, man. I don't know for them to let us off now and then get back on it. I doubt it. So he's just got to hold on. So we're gonna try to sit by a window, man. You know. But the next time I know, man, I try to do something where. Oh, God. Let's fucking feet up in here. And they're gonna complain like that lady that the bus is late, this and that, and whatever. You see people with their feet up all over, like they don't give a shit, right? And I'm in my uniform. You're gonna bad talk about service. See, it's so. You look at a workforce, right? A workforce of not even 40,000. Out of that 40,000, less than I would say less than half is actually in operations, right? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you're getting. This is not good. But we're moving though. We're moving. You're getting 24-hour service, right? At 3-4 minute intervals, man. How much more you want, man? You know what I'm saying? So when they don't have anything, that's the point. When you lose a good thing, then you appreciate it more. You know? Let me see if I get a glimpse at the statue, man, for you. Right, so on another live, right? I'm gonna take that other ferry, and it will actually circle it. They have one that goes there, then they just have one that circles it. You know. So I would take the one that actually go there. You know what I'm saying? Get off. If it's open, you know, you can walk up in it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a whole different system there. See, they have one that's right there. They allow them to get a certain, certain distance from it. Then they have to move on. Then they have the other one will actually go there. You know. So you're gonna see we're gonna get close and then we're gonna veer off. So you see beyond the statue. See those? Offload the containers and ships Staten Island side. You know, Port Richmond. I don't know if they still use those. I know the ones in Jersey, Newark, the longshoremen. You know, see how we get close, and then so we got some buoys over there. So I guess that's a mark. You know. So I guess we get hitting our mark to turn. We're turning. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, man. It's New York, man. It's, you know, it's this system is 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you come to New York, man, you know, you ride, man. And it's pretty cool, man. You know? But that I wanted to get on the other boat, man. So here, see, you got another New York waterway. That's probably going down to South Jersey. You know what I'm saying? That's another one. So a trip on that, either the New York waterway or Sea Streak, one of those. Oh man, this because we're gonna start turning now. We're not gonna. Or we'll have to go sit back down. So this is about as close as we're gonna get, man. I don't want to get into nobody's shop. Let me move over, see if I can see a little bit more. Yeah, so I think it's Sea Streak. Sea Streak is gonna take it to the Highlands. I don't know how much the fee is on that. It's probably like $50 a trip. Something like that. I would just say at the top of my head. Not bad, right? Nice sunset. A little cloudy than, you know, we would want, but it's all good, man. We take it, right? Let me move over a little bit so we can get there. Yeah, so that's as good as we're gonna get, man. Unless we get onto the other ferry where we could actually be outside. But yeah. We're gonna once we get there, right? I'm gonna break for a few minutes and then start back up. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned, man. We should be there like in 10 minutes, you know. I can see I could grab something to eat, you know. So take a break, reset the live. So you know what I'm saying? Hey man, if you subscribe, man, keep the notification on. Keep the notification on. So as soon as I come back, you know I'm on. Hey man, come on in, man. We're gonna take another ride back, and then we're gonna start heading underground. So I start to head home. You know, hopefully we still have a little light out. yeah, how's everybody doing, man? Let me move over, man. Having a private conversation, man. I don't want to, we're live. We're live, man. Santa Cruz. Next thing I know, man, I'm gonna stay by that window. There was somebody eating some funky ass food over there. You know. So, guys, I hope you know you enjoyed the trip, man. I like traveling, man. You know what I'm saying? The company is cool, man. You know, this is something that I do. You know, not on the ferry side, though. Honestly, you know, I'm more about hanging out on the pier. I'm a pier man. Pier man. You know, enjoying the sights and the sounds, man. That's it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Josh, man. Listen, I'm gonna reset in a few minutes. I'm gonna take a break, and then hopefully you have your notification on, man. You welcome to come back, man. You know we're gonna ride back. All right. All right, guys, man. Say, man, once this stuff opens up, should open up over here, and then this is the ramp over here, so hopefully. Let's take a look. All right, cool, Josh. Thanks, man. Man, I don't know what somebody's eating over there. The food smell like that. Imagine what comes out. Verrazano way in the distance, man. Way in the distance. Right, we should be. I mean, we're close. I mean, we can see the terminal. I don't want to get in anybody's way. See that? Right? Oh, yeah. Barely see it on this phone, right here, right there. Because that's what we're aiming for, guys. Right? See that part down there? Down right there where my finger is. Right? Industry City. Brooklyn. So I mean it's not, I mean it looks far, yeah, but all of that, all in this harbor, man, all of the freight, all the stuff that was coming in, man, you know what I'm saying? It's incredible. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you want to take a giant magnet and drop it down. All right, Josh, man, thank you so much, man. You're welcome anytime, brother. Thank you so much. Drop a magnet down there. Could imagine all the stuff you pick up. Has it been done? I don't know. But that would be something. It would be something. No, no. Nah, man. We in the East Coast, man. We in New York, man. That is the Verrazano Bridge. Verrazano Bridge. Verrazano Bridge. Brooklyn side. Here. Staten Island. There. Our bridges are blue. Their bridges are red. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. You saw the Brooklyn Bridge is blue, right? Queens Bridge is brown, but Queensbridge and Williamsburg Bridge is like brown. Brooklyn Bridge used to be brown, so they blasted it, and it's like I don't know what are you gonna call it, cement gray, wolf gray, right? Yeah. You got the new bridge, Kosciuszko Bridge. I think it's great. You know, all the new bridges are coming out alike. You know, I mean, they look nice, but you start doing every bridge. What bridge is like the Kosciuszko? The outer bridge. The outer bridge. I think same looking as Kosciuszko Bridge. And you know they started that shit in Boston. You know what I'm saying? All the governors got together and said, you know, we gotta do infrastructure, blah blah blah. They start making all the bridges look the same. It looks stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't doing no fucking Brooklyn Bridge over. You know what I'm saying? That's a one and done. Keep every bridge original, man. You know, you start wanting to do everything the fucking same. It's stupid. You know what I tell them? You want to do everything the same? Do every fucking room in your house the same. You do the floors, do that shit. Right? You start want to fucking do shit different and put your name on it. Like, you know, they don't mean nothing, man. Did it to say I did it. Oh, look what I did. No. That's when you know the originality of New York. You know. You could start from scratch. Remember, all of this stuff wasn't made today, this era. You know, it took manpower to do that. You ain't getting the same. You're gonna get cheap and fast. They're all coming now. They're all gonna run out of here. Like I said, man, we're gonna dock up. I'm gonna take a few minutes break, man. Then start heading back. You know. All right, guys. Thanks for joining in, man. Appreciate you, man. I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, peace.